And we're going around our black and gray points. Don't mean to make you dizzy. I just want to show you what we're doing. And we're just coming right down here and over and down to here. And now we're going to go ahead and sew our points, our stitch in the ditch line around that to get out some of the bulk. You see how a lot of this is bulky? We want to make sure that we're going to stay right on our line, and that's going to help with the rest of our sewing. Okay, so now we're stitching real carefully around the outside of our stitch in the ditch to take out some of the bulk while we are getting ready to quilt the patterns inside of our star. And that gets really complex and tedious, so we wanted to make sure that that everything is perfect. And we're just going to slowly stitch in the ditch as close as we can around our diamond points. Coming down against the black and the gray. We just want to go real slow here because we want to manipulate the fabric as we go if necessary, so it gets right along the edges there. And again, I am a novice at this, so it is not perfect. But we are learning together, and I would say that's not too shabby, by the way. I'm feeling comfortable with those stitches. Okay, my point, a little nervous around my point, going slow. Come on. Hard to see as I'm stitching whether I'm getting right in line. Come on, baby. Pushing right up against that corner. And again, just a slight touch here and there really moves that fabric. You want to stay right on that edge. See, and when it's a lot of pieces, it's easy to get a little bit poofy. We've got to pin down these. Come on, get in that corner, get in that corner. We've got to stitch down these pieces, stitch in the ditch. It's going to take out a lot of the bulk, so it's going to make it easier for us in the long run. That bulky corner I've got to go around here. Getting a little bit off on myself. We're going to end that right when we get here to this point. Ah, I'm going into the white. All right, very good. Now we are going to pull up our thread and move on to the next. Okay, now I am trying to make a nice oval effect inside of my corners. And again, Sylvia would have these corners perfectly even and straight. But I am now learning that I need to maybe put twice as much practice in as the next trainee. But I'm still loving it. You see in the yellow how I have gone around almost stitch in the ditch, and then I have mimicked the shape on the outside, and now I'm trying to mimic the shape in the blue, and unfortunately it looks like I'm a little bit wavier than I thought I was. But let's go up and try stitching the ditch around this white circle that I'm going through. So instead of starting and stopping, I'm trying to fix some of my bulk here, and then we're going to go around the top circle here and see if I can minimize some of my bulk. So when I put my loops inside of my star petals, I may not need some extra in the white upside down triangles that go in, but I'm definitely going to have a nice pattern out here in the bulk of the white. But for now, let me just stitch in the ditch around these. But again, I thought since we were in this together, we would go ahead and take a look at each step of the process in my learning path. And hopefully by the end of this king size quilt, my skill level might be a little bit better on the bottom of the quilt than it is on the top of the quilt. But again, alas, I am having fun. I hope you are enjoying the stitching process as well, the quilting process, and maybe give you some ideas for your upcoming quilt and how you might go ahead and quilt this as well. Woot woot! Okay, and as I'm creating this pattern, I'm trying to get it 3/4 of an inch in from the edge of my star, and then round it off at the top 3/4 inch in as well. So you might want to consider using one of these tools like a ruler or even a round edge that I have to assist in making these stars. Now mind you, it may seem a little bit chaotic to use 2 rulers at one time, but I'm going for the smooth edge instead of the wobbly half circle. And we are continuing to stitch in the ditch around our sunshine. And I love to hear the sewing machine purr. But I've got to go awfully slow on this part, so we're going to make her purr quickly, but right now I've got to make sure that I'm staying right in the ditch to the best of my ability. So I'm taking it a little bit slow. Call me a turtle. But I am going to grow up to be a real fast bunny, y'all. Alright, and then I'm going to stop my stitch and restart and do my little triangle inside here with the oval.